Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. And today we are going to discuss a new movie, and the movie name is The Six Triple Eight. The Six Triple Eight is a 2004 American war drama film written and directed by Tyler Perry on the 688th Central Postal Directory Battalion, an all-black, all-female battalion in World War II, and it is based on the article Fighting a Two-Front War by Kevin M. Heimel. The film's ensemble cast includes Kerry Washington and Ebony, Obsidian, Milona Jackson, Senai Sante, Sarah, Jeffrey Pepe Sonuga, and Grace Sulkins, Susan and Sarandan, Dean Norris, Sam Watsons, Kylie Jefferson, and Moriha Brown and Oprah Winfrey. The 688 had a limited theatrical release on December 6, 2024, and then began airing on Netflix on December 20. The film received mixed reviews from critics. Its song The Journey was nominated for Best Original Song at the 97th Academy Award, and the film was nominated for and won 5 awards at the 56th NAACP Image Award, including Outstanding Motion Pictures and acting wins for Washington's Obsidian, Obsidians and the ensemble cast. So now you can see the theatrical poster, and the movie is directed by Tyler Perry, written by Tyler Perry, and based on Fighting a Two-Front War by Kevin M. Heimel, and produced by Kerry Selig, Charlotta Espinosa, Tony Strickland, Angie Bones, and Nicole Aventh. Tyler Perry starring starring Kerry Washington's Ebony, Obsidian, Dean Norris, Sam Watson's Oprah Winfrey. Cinematography Michael Watson's, and edited by Masai Hoy. Music by Aaron Zigman. Productions companies Tyler Perry Studios and Mandela Pictures. Intuitions, Her Excellency Productions, and distributed by Netflix. Distributed by Netflix. Released December 6, 2024, United States. December 20, 2024, Netflix. And the running time is 127 minutes. It means 2 hours and 7 minutes. And the country is United States. Languages is English. And budget is 70 million. And the plot, here is the plot. A West Virginian mother waits daily for news from her two sons serving overseas, while childhood friends and Lena and Abraham face the difficulty of their building romance. Lena is black and Abraham is Jewish. In 1940s Philadelphia, Abraham warned for deployment promises Lena's mother he will come to her house and court Lena properly after the war. When Abraham is killed in action as a fighter pilot, the heartbroken Lena enlists after graduating schools and she befriends other enlistees on the trains to Georgia for basic training. Captain Charity Adams and Lieutenant Neon Campbell train the recruits, but the battalion is not shipped overseas. The West Virginian mother convinces First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt and that mail from relatives overseas is severely delayed. President Roosevelt discusses the issue at a meeting with Mary McLeod. Bethune in attendance and learns supply shipments have been prioritized over mail and leaving millions of letters and packages piled up in Britain, and clearing the backlog has become a logistical nightmare that several units have been unable to resolve, including a white WAC unit, and Bethune insists the Black Women's Army Corps unit commanded by Adams can do it. And the battalion travels to battalion travels to Glasgow aboard and lay their friends without a naval escort. Once ashore, the racist commanding officers General Halt forces them to march through the city to a disused, rat-infested, unheated boarding schools, and the newly promoted Major Adams and Captain Campbell are given 6 months to turn the schools into a post office and barracks and clear the 2 years backlog of undelivered mail, a deadline intended to ensure their failure. The battalion stabilizes livable quarters, a pristine mess hall, and an efficient mail sorting hall. Lena loses her composure watching nonchalant handling of dog tags found in damaged letters, breaks down and confides to her friends her connections to Abraham. Memories of not receiving any of his letters makes her appreciate how important their job is, and her friends promise to watch for letters addressed to her. And Major Adams tells Lena that the story has also made her realize the importance of their work. The battalion learns their first 2 months of sorted mail was undeliverable and is asked to host black soldiers at dance to boost morale. Lena sees use their whom she had made previously at the 6th 888th training base in Georgia, and they starts to dance, but she leaves upon hearing a song she associates with Abraham. They decide to be friends, and when Wild officers discovers that ladders are occasionally opened and the battalion's members report by describing the challenges they face, such as multiple instances of identical names and multiple locator cards of soldiers as their units move, raids damaging the packages and mold from care packages from home and destroying addresses the same day that a letter from Abram to Lena is found, and two women of the 6th triplet are killed by an unexploded bomb after their burial at Brookwood Cemetery. Lana visits Abrams. Yeah, where she reads his letter in it and he tells her to live a long life and she finally gets closer. Lieutenant General Holt visits the battalion, delivers a harsh critique, and declares Major Adams incompetent when he announces his intent to replace her with a white male officer, and Adam responds, "Over my dead body," and confronts him. The soldiers who witness the exchanges remains at attention until she returns to release them for duty, at which point they give her a rousing ovations. General Holt, working on Major Adams' court-martial, hears cheers from his unit as their mail finally arrives, and the 6th Triplet has succeeded in eliminating the 2 years backlog of 17 million pieces of mail in just 90 days. The unit is sent to reunion friends to clear a similar backlog. After the war, Lana marries Hughes and enjoys a long life with him. And decades later, Michael Obama oversees a ceremony honoring the 6th Triplet, Central Postal Directory Battalion, on April 27th and 2023. The U.S. Army renamed Fort Lee as Fort Grace Adams to honor Adams, making it the first U.S. military base named for a black woman. And in June 2025, Fort Grace Adams was renamed to Fort Lee. Donald Trump announced that the base would be named Fort Robert E. Lee, but it was ultimately renamed for Private Fitz Lee. Buffalo soldiers and Spanish American War veterans chosen because he shared a name with the Confederate general. And now let's talk about the casts. And Kerry Washington as Major Charity Adams, and Ebony Obsidian as Lena Derricotte Belking, and Dean Norris as General Holt. and Sam Watson's as Franklin Roosevelt, Oprah Winfrey as Mary McLeod, Bethany, and Milena Jackson as Captain Noel Campbell, and Kylie Jefferson as Bernice Baker, and Shanice Sante as Zonami Burton. Sarah Jeffrey as Dolores Washington, and Papi Shonuga as Elaine White. Sarah Hellbringer as Mary Catherine, J. Reeves as Private Use Bell, and Jante Godlock as Vera Scott, and Maria Brown as Inez Bright, and Grace Sulkin as Abraham David, and Donna Bosicue as Emma Doriacourt, and Badza Line Oldmus as Susei. Jeffrey Thomas Johnson as Colonel Davenport. Nick Harris as Chaplain Clemens, and Austin Nichols as Collins. Now let's talk about the production. Production. It was announced in December 2022 that Tyler Perry would write and direct the film 6888 for Netflix, and the film is based on historian Kevin M. And Heimel's article Fighting a Two-Front War, published in the February 2019 issue of WW History magazine in January. So the cast, including Kerry Washington and Sam Watson's, Susan Sarandon, and Oprah Winfrey was announced, with Washington also joining as an executive producer. as an executive producer. Filming began on January 17, 2023 in Atlanta. Production also occurred in Little Germany. And Bradford and at Imperial War Museum, Dixford in February. Filming took place in Cedartown, Georgia on March 28, 2023, and the six triple eight had a budget of $70 million, making it Perry's largest and most expensive productions to date. Music. The sixth Triple Eight soundtrack from the Netflix film was released delightfully on December 6, 2024 through Netflix Music, and the album consisted of the film score composed by Aaron Zigman in his 11th collaborations with Perry and jointly produced by Zigman Perry and music supervisors Joel C. Hyde. Films and credits songs The Journey, written by Diane Warren and performed by Hare, was nominated in the category of Best Original Song at the 97th Academy Award. And now let's talk about the release. In February 2024, the sixth Triple Eight was reported to be part of Netflix in 2024 release calendar, with a specific date yet to be announced. In August 2024, Netflix announces that the film, now titled The Sixth Triple Eight, and would be released in a limited theatrical release on December 6, 2024, with a streaming release with weeks later on December 20 on Netflix. And the sixth Triple Eight amazed 52.4 million views over the first 4 weeks on Netflix, becoming Tyler Perry's most watched film on the service to date. Most watched film on the service to date and the historical drama. Historical drama has also boosted viewership for Paris 4. Other Netflix films, Me Culpa, Jasmine's Blues, Media Homecoming, and Fall from Grace, by more than 45% since the sixth Triple Eight began streaming on December 20 plus, and the film reached the top 10 in more than 85 countries and the most of any films he made for the streamer. And now let's talk about the reception. Uh, Critical reception. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 55% of 55 critics reviews are positive with an average rating of 5.4 out of 10, and the website's congestion rates and the 6888 recounts an important true story with Steely Kerry Washington's at command, and it's strictly presentations unfortunately doesn't let these inspiring events speak for themselves, and Metacritic, which uses weighted average, assigned the film's a score of 51 out of 100 based on 14 critics, indicating mixed or average reviews. Film critic Peter Debures from Variety gave it a positive review, writing, and the 6888 gives Perry his best and most substantial features to date. Only 2010 assembles a melodrama for colored girls comes close, and the film boasts a large enough cast to launch dozens or so carriers, and yet one performances stands heel and shoulders above the others. That would be Washington's forceful turn as Adams, who holds her own against arrogant white officers, and Frank Sack from the Hollywood Reporter also gave it a positive review, praising Obsidian's and Washington's performances, and Jesse Hessingers from The Guardian gave it 2 out of 5 stars, and writing. Kerry Washington hams it up. The writer director's study ode to a battalion of women in the Second War who deserves far better. So now let's talk about the accolades. Accolades Academy Award. Academy Award 2 March 2025. Best Original Song The Journey Diane Warren, and nominated, and African American Film Critics Association's February 19, 2025, Bacon Award, Nicole Evans honored, and Black Reel Award, February 10, 2025, Outstanding Lead Performances, Kerry Washington's nominated Outstanding Original Songs, The Journey, Diane Warren performed by HER1, Celebrations of Cinema and Television. Celebrations of Cinema and Television, December 9, 2024, Icon Award, Tyler Perry won, and the Hollywood Music in Media Award, November 20, 2024, Original Score features film, Aaron Zigman nominated, and Best Original Song features films, The Journey Diane Warren performed by HER1, and the Outstanding Motion Pictures. The six Triple Eight won Outstanding Actress in a Motion Pictures. Kerry Washington's won, and Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Motion Pictures won, and she Obsidian's Outstanding Breakthrough Performances in a Motion Pictures, NAACP Image Award. February 22, 2025. Outstanding ensemble cast in a motion pictures. The cast of the six triple eight won Satellite Award January 26, 2025, and Best Original Songs nominated Society of Composer and Lyricists Award of February 12, 2025. Outstanding Original Song for a Dramatic or Documentary Visual Media Productions. The Journey Diane were nominated or won. TAR National Defense Night Award June 28th, 2025, and the DR Media and Entertainment Award. Uh, Taylor Studios and won by Taylor Studios and notes also for the Black Godfather and references the six triple eight British Board of Film Classifications September 10 to 2024, retired November 28, 2024, and Jackson Angelique January 17, 2025. Tyler Perry is the sixth triple eight is his most watched Netflix movie to date. Boosts his other movies on the streamer by 45% exclusives. Variety retrieved January 26, 2025, and the Zanny Ruthberg Grids March 2023, a woman who shaped history, how an all-black female WW2nd unit saved morale on the battlefield. Smithsonian magazine archived from the original on February. From the original on February Hypes Patrick February 2025. Nice by me the word Beyonce McColm Washington's the sixth triple eight Among night two winners, our deadline retrieved February 2022 2025, and this was standard practice for the first pre-war ocean liners which could outrun U-boats easily and see RMS Queen Mary and Newman Scott April 27, 2023, an army fort named after Robert E. Lee, now honored to pioneering black officers. and PR archived from the original on April 28, 2023, retrieved April 28, 2023. Davidson Joe, a prospective army base once named for an enslaver, now honors slavery descendants, and the Washington Post Isan 0190828 retrieved September 2, 2024. Cameron Chris June 11, 2025. Trump says army bases will revert to Confederate names, and the New York Times ISSN 03624331 retrieved June 11, 2025. Slayton Nichols June 19, 2025. An army base will now honor a Buffalo Soldier's task and purpose. Retrieved June 20, 2025, and D. Alessandro Anthony December 14, 2022. Tyler Perry sets next films at Netflix 6888 about only all black females. Battalion Deadline Hollywood archived from the original on January 11, 2023, retrieved January 11, 2023. Galupo Mia and Tyler Perry sets WWI movie 6888 and the Hollywood Reporter archived from the original on February 23, retrieved February 23. Grover met January 11, 2023. Kerry Washington to access produce star in Tyler Perry's Netflix at www.pick6888. Sam Waterston, Susan Sarandon, and Oprah Winfrey among others set. Deadline Hollywood archived from the original on March 27, 2023, retrieved January 11, 2023. Stevens, Ashley, January 6, 2023. Now casting Tyler Perry 6888 needs talent and 3 more gigs. Backstage retrieved January 12, 2023. Marano Rebecca. January 31st, 2023. 6888 new Netflix film starring Oprah Winfrey, Kerry Washington, and Susan Sarandon to be filmed in Little Germany, Bradford, and the Yorkshire Post, archived from the original on January 31st, 2023, and retrieved February 1, 2023. And finally, Kate, February 18, 2023. Dixford is location for Netflix film 6888 featuring Oprah Winfrey and Comrade Gesair live archived from the original on November 29th, 2024, retrieved on November 1, 2020. Stewart. Uh, Jeremy March 28, 2023. Tyler Perry shoot scenes from the WW era movie in downtown Cuddertown, Northern Georgia. News archived from the original on March 29, 2023, retried March 29, 2023. So, and so Jackson Angelique, Taylor Perry's The 6888 is most watched Netflix movie to date, boosts his other movies on the streamer, and by 45%. Exclusive variety retried January 26, 2000. 25. Jigman Aaron, December 6, 2024. The sixth triple eight. A conversation with Aaron. Aaron Zigman, broadcast music, December 6, 2024. Retrieved December 25, 2024. Uh, Topel Fred, November 2, 2024. In the sixth triple eight, HER sings Whitney level song says DNA Warren, Sound and Screen Films. Deadline Hollywood retrieved December 25, 2024. Annotates Brian, November 26, 2024. Her debut music video for DNA Warren Penn 688 song. So the journey exclusive, The Hollywood Reporter. Retrieved December 25, and list of nominations in full for Oscars and BBC News. January 23rd, 2025. Retrieved on January 23rd, 2025. The next on Netflix, Your Ultimate Guide to the Movies and Souls. Coming in 2024, Netflix Studium, February 7, 2024. Archived from the original on January 31st. Retrieved August 9, 2024. And D. Alessandro Anthony, February 1. Netflix 2024 movies slate and titles from Jamie Foxx, Cameron Diaz, Jennifer Lopez, Jerry Sinfolds, and Woody Woodpecker Beverly Hills Cop 4 sets release. Deadline Hollywood archived from the original on February 1, 2024 and retrieved August 9, 2024. Reynolds Zaman February 1, 2024. Netflix Taylor Perry to tell the story of heroic black servicewoman in and retrieved August 9. Grover Matt Netflix unveil premiere date teaser. First look photos for Taylor Perry's The 688 Deadline Hollywood archived and the 688 Rotten Tomatoes Fandano Media retrieved July 14, 2025. The 688 Metacritic fandom retrieved December 26, 2024. Reviews Peter December 6. The 6th Triple Eight Review Battalion of Black Women makes history in Tyler Perry's Best Films Yet and Variety archived from the original on December 7, 2024. Retrieved December 7, 2024. Jack Frank, December 6, 2024. The 6th Triple H review, Kerry Washington's commands. Tyler Perry's Musings, World War drama for Netflix, and The Hollywood Reporter archived from the original on December 7, 2024. Retried December 7, 2024. And Assange's Jesse December 6, 2024. The 6th Triple Eight review and Tyler Perry's War movie is the another bomb. And The Guardian retrieved December 24, 2024. 97th Oscar nominees announced and the Oscar awards is January 23rd, 2025. Retrieved January 23rd, 2025. Anderson Eric, November 27, 2024. Awards Watch African American Film Critics Associations and AAFCA honorees, Nickel Boys and the Piano Lessons, Filmmakers and Casts, and more. Awards was and from the original on December 3, 2024. Retrieved November 13, 2024. Jackson Angelique December 19, 2024, and Next Boys Leads, Black Reel Awards nominees, and Variety retrieved December 20, 2024. And the Hammond Pate September 26, 2024 Critics' Choice Association sets dates for celebrations award shows Tyler Perry Joe Sheldana Johnson's first honorees deadline archived from the original on October 7. Retrieved September 26, 2024, and William Chris. Hollywood Music in Media Award noms led by Emilia Perez and Blitz with Elton John, Hans Zimmer, and scores more among the nominees. Hollywood Music in Media Award retrieved November 6, 2024, and Jackson Angelique January 7, 2025, and the Nashipi Image Award Ayo Edivery K.K. Palmer, Glorilla, The Piano Lessons, and Fight Night and Lead. Nominations Variety retrieved January 7, 2025. And nominees International Press Academy archived from the original on January 23rd, 2025 and retrieved December 16, 2024. William Chris December 18, 2024, Society of Composer and Lyricists Award, nuns led by so Emila Perez and Atticus Rose, Harry Gersons, and Williams and Ridley Scott set for Collaborators Awards and Variety retrieved December 18, 2024. Right, Pamela, honoring our military national defense night, daughters of the American Revolutions, Washington, D.C. National Society Daughters of the American Revolutions, retrieved July 1st, 2025. And just wait, now I am going to explain you. Mm, just wait, guys, I'm just going to tell you the good or bad messages from this movie. Just wait. Just I'm going to explain you the good or bad messages from this movie, and though so let's start with the good messages. Good messages from the sixth Triple Eight movie, and the unsung heroes deserves recognition. The film highlights the real-life 688 Central Postal Dictionary Battalion, black woman soldiers whose work was ignored from decades, and messages history history doesn't always credit the right people, but that doesn't mean their work was not heroic. And Discipline and teamwork can beat impossible odds, and they were gives a near impossible task, millions of undelivered letters in war-torn and Europe, and deadlines no one believed in. Messages when people unite with purpose, even impossible missions becomes possible. Mission becomes possible. Women are not support, they are strength, and the movie strongly pushes back against the idea then that women only play background roles in war. Messages, leadership, resilience, and courage are not gender based, and dignity in service matters. Letters mean hope, connections to loved ones. Moral survival messages, small act can have massive emotion impact. Massive emotion impact, and regimes can't stop excellence, and despite discriminations from both the military and society, they deliver result faster than expected. Prejudice may slow you down, but it can't defeat true competence. It can defeat true competence. And bad weak messages. Now the bad messages from this movie, and so the oversimplified villains. Some opposing characters feels one note or stereotypical. This weakens nuance and makes a conflict feels less complex than real life and heavy emotional pulls. At times, the movie leans a bit too hard into inspirational moments, and some scenes feels designed to force emotional rather than let it naturally happens. And the less focus on personal flaws, and the most main characters are portrayed almost too perfectly. A bit more inner struggle would have made them feel more human. Overall take, good messages, bad execution issues. This is a movie about respect, recognitions, and uh, resilience, and forgotten history, and If you like true stories, emotional impact, and historical justice, islands, and then now I am going to explain you the final message from this movie. The the final message of the 688 services does not need apologize to be heroic, but justice demands a recognition. And the movie's ending makes one thing very clear. The women of the 688, the Central Postal Directory battalions didn't fight with guns, and they fight isolation, despair, racism, and invincibility, and they won. Doing the right thing matters even if no one is watching. At the time, their work was treated as routines and even insignificant. No medals, no parades, no headlines. Final lessons true integrity is doing your duty with excellence even when history forgets your name. The film reminds us that the moral victory doesn't always come with immediate reward. Recognitions delayed is still necessary. The closing moments emphasizes how long it took for the world to acknowledge their contributions. Decades later, final lessons justice delayed is painful and but telling the truth even late still heals wounds, and the movie argues that silence is also a form of injustice, and correcting the record matters. And the connection is a form of survival. By restoring mail delivery, the battalion restored hope. A soldier felt remembered, loved, alive, and the final lessons. Human connections can be as life saving as food or weapons. The film reframes war survivals is not just physical, it's emotional. And the strength doesn't always look loud, and these women didn't protest loudly or seek praise, and they worked relentlessly, precisely together. And the final lessons Real strength is often quite disciplined and consistent. The ending honors preferences over spectacles, and history must be rewritten when it's incomplete. The final scenes directly challenges the audiences: who else did we forget and whose stories were erased because of race or gender. Final lessons: remembering is an act of responsibility. The movie ends by placing the burden on us and the viewers, so question official history. And the one line final message: honor is not about being seen, it's about being worthy, but history must still learn to see. Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to this movie review. Another video. We'll tell you what is this movie review, and that is this good movie, The Six Triple Elites. It is a 2024 American war drama film written and directed by Trelly Fator and 6080. Central Post director but Leon in all blog all female battle world war. His movie not be small movie guys, that's his biggest movie of industrial, and that is this good, that is amazing, that is this movie is not a small movie, that is good. If movie is not a small movie, this is the very super fast movie, and this review I will show the movie review and how much the that is movie is super fast, and director and producer also may be good. The six triple in limited theatrical release on December 6, 2024. Then begin or leaving Netflix and December 20. The film received mixed review from critical. That is this good. That is the 19 Comedian Award. The film was nominated of the Woman 5 Award, the 56 NAACP Image Award, including Outstanding Motion Pictures. This is movie guys, very wonderful movie. His idea sharing this movie is so amazing. That is not a small movie, that's the biggest and historical movie. That is a good opportunity. This movie was not the movie, that is this good, and that movie is not a small movie, the biggest movie of Dharmical and reviewing. That is good because the movie was amazing. It was greatness. that is not available to writing the movie was that is this so satirical that is this good. He was not be available. That movie so amazing. Target motions and that is he was greatness. That is good. He was none another. On another video. That movie guys so amazing guys that is a West African mother Willie Delhi for news and her two saving storyal and that is she is that good he was greatness movie and that is this good ideas also movie playing the area. The next movie was also committed by good. It was great movie guys. That is this great. That is great. He was also great. He is the good. Is the movie was good. Brilliant times. You can do that. Okay, the next, the battalions travel to Glasgow aboard slide of France without leveling, and that is good. That is also Ramaker movie. That is this. That is also. He is a great movie. City of Disabled Red Infranted United Boarding School, the newly promoted Manzoor Adams and Captain Campbell's and given 6 months to turn the school into post office and broadcast and clear to two-year backlog of underdeveloped mail of different industry. That is good, guys. He was also greatest time, greatest view. He doing up. That is good. He is the also That is good. That is good. That is human. That is so proud at this video. Why that is this not? You are not published video. What? Ah, what? What? तुमने तो बोला था दिस इज डूइंग कैसे यार पब्लिश टाइम दिस ना हो यार डू फास्ट this UKD views last 60 minutes show me United show me United 60 minutes it's 28 only okay. Oh last 48 hours में means hocus pocus okay done. That is also good. That is good movie, guys. His greatness. That is great. That is greatness of you.